starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Nate Myhawk and welcome to Up North at 4. Today we'll learn about a few upcoming events in our area and we preview this weekend's Indy 500. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. For many people, pets are like their family members, and one woman in Canada went through crazy lengths to save her pet, and this story just gets crazier and crazier. Not only does she have a pet goose, that goose was attacked by an eagle, and the woman then saved her pet goose while she was breastfeeding her baby. That is taking multitasking to a whole nother level. And while this next story doesn't involve geese or eagles or running around while breastfeeding your baby, it does involve saving another animal. Divers in Spain had to work to free a 40-foot humpback whale after it had gotten tangled in fishing nets. The specific type of drift net that the whale was caught in had also been outlawed about 30 years ago. The divers did say, though, that the whale's reaction after getting freed made the whole trip worth it. As we go later and later into the NBA playoffs, we see teams give it everything they've got. Guys are getting injured, they're leaving blood, sweat, tears on the court, and the arenas themselves are even putting it all on the line. This was the scene last night in Dallas at the American Airlines Arena, where the game between the Mavericks and Warriors was delayed because of a leaky roof. What's even crazier is that a Dallas game in March had to be postponed for the exact same reason. I think it's time to get Phil Swift, that Flex Seal guy, involved. So sweet or savory, that is the biggest debate in the food world, and sometimes it's too hard to pick one over the other. Now Milk's favorite cookie, Oreo, and the cracker brand Ritz are teaming up. The two are collaborating on a cookie cracker sandwich that'll be 1/2 cookie, 1/2 cracker. They'll be joined by a layer of peanut butter and a layer of cookie cream, and that's making my mouth watering just talking about it. And speaking of great combos like Nate and Conrad Sapinski, meteorologist Conrad joins us now live in studio. It's a bit of a wet one out there today, Conrad.
Yeah, so you were just talking about that leak at the NBA game. Luckily, no leaks out here today, but lots of rain out there. Now just some cloudy skies out there and some on and off showers that will be continuing pretty much through the overnight hours and then into tomorrow morning. We have a little bit of a dry slot here to the west, just west of Highway 39, but that will be moving in. So on and off rain will be continuing tonight and into tomorrow, and then we finally clear out by tomorrow afternoon, and then by Friday with a lot warmer temperatures that will finally be back in the forecast. So shifting gears, let's talk a little bit about temperatures right now. Our average high is supposed to be around 70 degrees with an average low of around 44 degrees. Check out these high temperatures out there right now. Looks like morning lows out there, some 40s and 50s all across the state. So really well below average temperatures today and even tomorrow as we're back into the 50s. But then we finally start to warm up as our trend here does show 70s and even 80s back by Monday and Tuesday. So a lot warmer temperatures will be back. We just got to deal with those 50s out there today and tomorrow. But then 70s and 80s are back with more sunny conditions. So finally that spring-like temperatures will continue to be back. But tonight will be another chilly one as we dip back down into the mid-40s. We'll have the full forecast coming up later on.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Don't miss the 3 shocking season finales of TV's #1 rated Night of Dramas.
Oh my God.
Tara?
The baby's coming.
We may not get to the hospital in time. The umbilical cord.
What's happening? Casey!
Watching you change since Stella came into your life has made you a better man. You guys are meant to be.
This was coordinated. Scano's going scorched earth.
I am gonna save her. We do this off the books.
You're about to go off the deep end.
Chicago Wednesday season finales tonight on NBC.
The Diocese of La Crosse televised Mass, Sundays at 6:30 a.m. on this station. Please join Bishop Callahan and the priests and faithful of the diocese Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m.
Looking for a grill or smoker? Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure has the best selection around. Charcoal, pellet, wood-fired, and gas, we've got them all. Plus 115 sauces and rubs to choose from. You'll find something you love. Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure in Merrill.
Come out to Northern Pines and leave the cooking to us. Have a cold drink and relax as you enjoy the beautiful view of the lake and great food. Try our Friday night fish fry and seafood buffet. Come out to Northern Pines on Butternut Lake.
Is it time to update your driveway? Contact S&B Asphalt to blacktop your driveway. An update not only looks nice, but it saves on maintenance and adds value to your property. Seal coating and blacktopping residential driveways, commercial properties, and private roads. S&B is equipped for the job. With a strong reputation as an honest company with competitive pricing, you don't need to turn anywhere else. Call S&B Asphalt today for a free estimate.
Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness.
Welcome on back here to Up North at 4. Joining us on the couch is Dee and Braden, and these two gentlemen are helping to organize the upcoming Northwoods Pride Festival, which is happening on June 25th. This isn't the first time the festival has gone on, correct?
No, it's actually the 6th annual event for this year.
So this is something that's kind of been long-term running thing here, but I'm sure there are people out there who have never been to it, never heard of it before. Just for that sake, what could people expect on that day?
Yes, actually this year we have a 3-week-long activities.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Throughout June.
Okay.
So on the June 10th, we will have a virtual event, so everybody can join us from the Facebook page. And then on the June 18th, we have a drag workshop.
Okay.
So for everybody who wants to try the drag can come up to the workshop to try out some new things. And then on the Pride Day, which is the following week, on June 25th, we'll have a variety of events like food, live music, drag show, and then keynote speakers focusing on gender identity and expression.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where's this exactly located for people that maybe haven't heard about this?
Yes, it's actually located at the Nicolet College, the beautiful campus by the Lake Julia.
Perfect. So obviously this is a 3-week-long sort of event, if you will. Is that something that you guys were like, hey, let's make this a little bit bigger this year? What was sort of the idea behind that?
Yeah, I think there was some experience with doing virtual events and not having an in-person event for the last 2 years. And that was successful and took off. We were able to access people from all over the Northwoods who might not come out in person. So we thought it was a great way to kind of have a hybrid with the virtual event and then bringing back the live event, bringing the community back together, bringing allies and other people back together for the actual live Pride.
Totally.
So do people have to sign up for this, or is this anyone's call? Anyone could just show up and join this?
Yeah, people just come in and there's no sign up requirement. Yeah, just show up, present.
Awesome.
Very cool. And how did COVID affect you guys? Because I know that was a big blow to a lot of events and community. So how did that affect you guys in that 2020 timeframe?
Yeah, actually, in the past 2 years, we have been trying to provide a virtual Pride through virtual meeting tools, and that also turned out to be a really good, successful event. We will be able to invite some guest speakers to talk about critical issues for LGBTQ community. So, but I think we are hearing people are also craving for this in-person event.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot better once we actually can sit down like we're doing right now. But Braden, you were saying too, with those virtual events, in a ironic way, you almost reach more people because maybe someone's like, oh, I'm not free that day to drive all the way to Rhineland or to Nicolet College, but I could log into Zoom and listen to these speakers. Is that like the case that you've noticed, you were saying?
Yeah, I think that it gives people an opportunity who maybe are just looking to explore what an event like this might look like, or have access that have some sort of restrictions or barriers to actually coming to an in-person event, the ability to attend and participate and be part of the community without having to make a physical appearance. It's fantastic, because speaking of this year's event, one of the keynote speakers is going to talk about mental health in the community, and I think that is really poignant when we're talking about coming out of COVID and the isolation a lot of people felt, is addressing mental health right now.
Yes, that's also a very important quality and thing out here, but how many people in general usually come to an event like this?
Yeah, so back to the 2019, that was the first time we host the event at the Nicolet College, and then we had amazing turnout. About like 300 people show up.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice.
we were blown away. Yeah.
And this is for everybody, right? Like, this is come out, have these conversations, just meet people that you maybe have never met before, right? And just what has like the reaction been from the community that you guys have noticed in putting on this event and opening these conversations for all sorts of people? Yeah, the majority of the community members just showing their love, support to this event in the past. Basically we are seeing a lot of help from the community. Even for this Pride Festival, it's volunteered by the community members we put up together. Awesome.
Is there any? Sorry.
I was gonna say, it's an amazing way to come out and celebrate one of the many awesome communities we have here in northern Wisconsin. Whether you're an ally, a community member, or just want to come and have a good time with some amazing people, June 25th, the 18th, and the 10th are all great events to attend.
Awesome.
Cool. Very nice. And so, is there any? You mentioned volunteer work. How do you guys make money for something like this? Is there any charity work with this, or can anyone donate to something like this?
Yes, I'll turn this question to Braden, because he's the chair for the sponsorship.
Fantastic. Yeah, we do still have sponsorship opportunities. We've already had some amazing local businesses step up and be a presenting sponsor in some other sponsorship slots. So we have sponsorship opportunities out there for any businesses that want to partner and help put this event on. Awesome. All of those proceeds go to the event itself. They go to building leadership and providing leadership opportunities for community members, and they go to provide scholarships for LGBT youth to attend Nicolet.
Perfect. Well, guys, this has been so much fun to have this discussion, learn more about the event itself, and I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to find some time to attend, so I appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be right back here in Up North at 4.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas! And beds! We've got beds! Check us out! Prices so low you'll think we're crazy! Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun!
Your home, where life happens. Family and friends gather. Memories are created. Locally family-owned business serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, and surrounding areas. Come into one of our stores located in Eagle River or Rhinelander and work closely with one of our creative kitchen designers on creating your dream kitchen.
Eagle River Cabinets, building relationships, one cabinet at a time.
Get your outdoor projects done right with Menards. With the best selection of AC2 pressure-treated lumber and the inventory to back it up. Now is the time to get that outdoor project you've been meaning to get to done. Best yet, we've made it convenient for you to get in, out, and back to building. Whichever the project, Menards has the AC2 pressure-treated lumber to get it done.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you have sleep apnea? Struggling with your CPAP? Ditch the mask and let New Horizons Sleep Solutions help you achieve your best night's sleep. Dr. James Block is your expert in oral appliance therapy, a simple, comfortable treatment for snoring and sleep apnea. If you have a CPAP machine that you're struggling to use, consider oral appliance therapy to improve your sleep and protect your health. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation appointment and wake up to a new horizon in sleep apnea treatment.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
And welcome on back here to Up North at 4. Tara Plaisance of the Mosinee Chamber joins me now. And this is a relatively new position for you, too, if I'm not mistaken. Is this month 1 or 2 for you?
For the position that I have has been 3 years.
Oh, really?
But,
okay.
Just this is a new event that we're doing.
That's what it was, yeah. So I see so many names, so many faces, Tara. You'll have to forgive me.
No,
but
you're good.
Obviously, summer coming up. A lot of events going on in the summer. That's kind of what northern central Wisconsin, it's all about, right? We get people up here, the tourism season. And Mosinee, you guys have a very cool event coming up. It's actually multiple events starting June 3rd called First Fridays. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so one of our board members brought it up in a meeting. We actually kind of stole the idea from Carbondale, Colorado. They do a event in the summer once a month on First Fridays. Stole the name from them too. So it's kind of a downtown celebration to get people to come into downtown Mosinee, which has been growing and things have been moving in there, so that's great. Entertainment, food trucks, vendors, depending on what theme we're doing that month. So just trying to get some people in, stay in town, and just get some business in the downtown businesses. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is something we've seen other communities do, like Carbondale, Colorado, obviously. If they hit you with a cease and desist,
right?
Keep it quiet. But obviously this is... These downtown events are things that we've seen a lot of Northwoods and central Wisconsin communities start to do. So what was sort of the idea or the impetus behind like that is something that we need to do to kind of get everybody together here in Mosinee?
Sure, I think in our area a lot of people go north or they travel for the weekend, which is great because then the economy up there as well. But just trying to keep people downtown and maybe get some of our neighborhood communities of people coming in and just seeing what Mosinee has to offer. Like I said, a lot of great businesses moving in downtown, so we would like them to, frequent those places, mostly Brewing Company being one of them, just getting a crowd to, come into the town and see what we have going on.
Absolutely. And, we've heard a lot of chamber directors say, like, hey, you can have a staycation right in your hometown, right? So that is something, obviously, I would assume goes into that as well. But what was interesting is you said these First Fridays are themed celebrations.
They are.
What are we thinking? Like, what kind of themes are we talking about here?
So our first one in June, on June 6th, is actually a quilt-themed event. We have a wonderful business downtown called Created Anew. She does classes, she sells quilts, she makes quilts. So we kind of partnered with her, and she's going to do like a kind of a quilt show. There may be some judging on some of the quilts that people bring, things like that. Again, food trucks, music, things like that. July 1st, we are just going to celebrate Independence Day. Right. So have kind of a theme of that.
That one seems pretty obvious.
And I think we can do some fun things with that. August, we're doing a multicultural fair, so we're going to try to get some different cultures there with food, entertainment, booths, just talking about their cultures and the different things that they have to offer. And then September, we're going to try to do a Purple Pride type event. So Mosinee colors are purple.
Of course.
Maybe try to get some community organizations, some school organizations down there just for people to learn more about them.
Perfect.
And then we're going to end it October 7th. We are partnering with the Mosinee Brewing Company and doing Oktoberfest type celebration, of course.
So we're breaking out the lederhosen, the whole 9 yards. Oh my
And then we're going to do a 5K run walk on Saturday, so that'll kind of all tie into that.
Yeah, that sounds so much fun. And you should have brought some Mosinee Brewing Company samples for us? Next time, Tara, I'm going to hold you to it.
Sounds good.
Well, Tara, this sounds seriously like so much fun. And if anybody out there is wanting to enjoy these events and get some more information, where could they look either online or in person to find out more info?
Yeah, we do have Facebook events out there, and then our website at mosinechamber.org has the events. It's just right downtown Mosinee, so you come in off the bridge and you'll see the festivities happening.
Hard to miss.
Yeah,
it sounds like. Well, Tara, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We might have to make a stop down to Mosinee and get some beers too. So next time, I'm holding you to that. Thank
I will
you.
bring on my promise.
Thanks, Tara, so much. We'll be right back here at Up North at 4.
I was out here all day yesterday and didn't get a bite. Got my bait at the other guy's shop. Where'd you get yours?
Kurt's Island Sport Shop, of course.
Kurt's Island Sports Shop, downtown Minocqua.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of boot camp, or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who honorably served and their eligible family members. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Did you know a vented dirt crawl space is unhealthy for you and your home? Did you know it makes your home harder to heat and cool? A vented dirt crawl space is a breeding ground for mold and critters, and it affects the air quality of your entire home. Let SureDry protect your home. When it comes to crawl spaces, nobody does it better. SureDry will transform your crawl space into a dry, usable space to make your entire home healthier. Call SureDry today.
Welcome on back, Conrad. I know people out there are big motorsports fans. I gotta be honest, I'm not. Never really got into racing, but even I know the Indy 500 is probably the premier racing event that takes place in the United States at the Brickyard, one of the most famous racetracks in the country, if not the most famous. And obviously the Indy 500 is called that because they go 500 miles on the same track. And those Indy cars that you're seeing on the screen right now, they go up to speeds of about 225 miles per hour. So it really only takes them about 3 to 3.5 hours to actually complete those 500 miles, right? And I thought, wow, it'd be fun to put this into perspective, right? Because the average person walks at a pace of about 3 to 4 miles per hour. So a little different than what you see with these Indy cars, right? And if those drivers can complete the race in a little over 3 hours, Conrad, that would take you and I about 143 hours to finish this race, just to kind of give you some perspective, yeah. And I can't imagine what it's like to drive 500 miles in a circle over and over again. And just to illustrate how far that is, from our station here in Rhinelander, to go 500 miles on the dot, it'd take you all the way down to Litchfield, Illinois, 7.5 hours. You down to make this road trip?
Wow, so actually speaking of that, I made that road trip from Chicago today, this morning, to Rhinelander. So it wasn't quite 500 miles, around 350, but I felt like I was in the Indy driving around, it was kind of raining, so I couldn't go quite 225, but yeah.
You're a veteran already.
Exactly.
You could lead the way. Well, Conrad, we're going to chat weather here in a bit. We'll be right back here at Up North at 4.
This
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
Folks, I don't care if an idea is a Republican idea or a Democratic idea. I care that it's a good idea. That's why I worked with both parties to cut income taxes for the middle class. Together, we helped our small businesses. We invested in our public schools more than we have in the past 20 years, and we still have billions in budget surplus. Politics is too divisive. I'm focused on doing the right thing and getting results that matter.
When you're a parent, you're always on the lookout for things that can harm your kids. Like, I thought I knew where to find tobacco products. Right here in the same spot the kids stop for candy and snacks. Turns out, this isn't the only place that tobacco is trying to blend in. Backpacks and hoodies with built-in e-cigarettes, vapes that look like makeup and smartwatches. Tobacco companies are keeping young people hooked with products that hide a dangerous nicotine addiction in plain sight. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. We'll get to making it right away. You'll get an extra $1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 440 miles per tank in an Escape? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it in a Ford built your way. Order your new Explorer SUV and get $1,000 retail order bonus cash on top of all public offers.
Schrader's is ready for spring and summer. Our clothing boutique, New Kudo rings, are handmade in Germany. Our garden center, with beautiful flowers, and every grandma needs a little retail therapy.
We're ready to help you find something you'll love at Schrader's in Antigo.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Time for ache and burn.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those will probably pass by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is approved to treat the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation.
Got any room in your eye?
Ask your doctor if a 90-day prescription is right for you and pay as little as $0.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
All right, that'll do it for us here on Up North at 4. I'm gone the next couple of days. Morgan Johnson will be filling in, but you guys will have a lot of fun with her. So we'll see you next week on Up North at 4.